Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial of Codeigniter Series. So what we have for now, we created a user model last time where we created a user array and we return it to the model. Here we are getting users in the from the get user method, and we are passing it to the view, and we are echoing it using a for loop here. So we also set up the database in the last tutorial. I created a user table. So off screen I added some data from here insert. So for now you can enter data from insert, as we will be learning queries database today. So later on when we learn forms, so you can use forms to insert data to the database. So let's get started and write our first query today. So here in the user model, we had the profile method where we were passing dynamically passing name and age from the URL and just echoing out it. But today we will be uh, doing a different thing, and we will be passing age ID here, and we will be echoing out all the profiles getting from the database whatever the ID is, and getting the profile here from the models, actually from the database. So let's get started. What we have to do now, first of all we will go to user model and we will create a method get profile. So this get profile is a method in the user model. um, we need to load the database first. So how we load database? This dot load database. So our database is loaded. So let's write our first query. So query is equal to, first we will write queries as you used to do in core PHP, like select static from this and select static from this. Then after this we will study about the query builder class which the coordinator have, and it provides the great functions and useful what you can say, useful methods which we can use and easily use the database, and we don't even have to write this all MySQL queries. Cognitor will do all that in the backend, and we will just call the methods and use the methods from the front end. So let's write this one first. So select static from user. I don't need to explain how this works. I actually hope that you already know this. So select static from user, where user ID is equal to whatever the ID we pass. So let's run this query, this dot db. So database has a query method which we use to run the query. So pass the query in it, and let's say we have the result set. So then we use the result set and get the row from it. Row is also a method. Database have two methods to get the result. One is row, and row is for the single row. If we are expecting a single row, so we will use single for single row, and the other one is result for multiple rows. So we will just return the data from here. So we have this in the user model. So let's call this in the user controller and get our profile for the ID. So what we have to do here, first of all we will load model like we did above, load model and then call the method. So just copy the space, be lazy, and like this, user model and the method name is get profile, and we are getting the ID here. So Actually, when we are getting ID from users, so it is not a good approach to just pass it to the directly to the database. First we have to clean to avoid access attacks and other HTML entities like. So Codeigniter has a security class which do all this. So but for now it is good here. So this is just for the demo purposes. We are not using this application in the real side, so this is okay for now. I think we are passing ID to the method, and this is returning the users, which we did here, returning the users row. So let's just warn a bit here. So if we go to the Codeigniter, this was we were doing before. We were passing this and we were printing this. Now we will provide one is for this one, this data. So we get here my name, age, and everything. And if we pass 2, and we get let's insert one more row in this. So let's ID 3, and what will be the name? Let's say Ariana. I love his music. Sorry if I am spelling it wrong, but let's do it, and let's say 22, and let's say, and if we now come here and load for profile 3, we get the data of user 3. So here we learn this. So I actually want to tell some more things about models. That this is not good that we are loading model and again and again. So what we can do is auto load models also. So how we auto load models? So we go to config auto load file, and here we go models. So we can auto load model here, user model. So now if we come here in the user controller, we actually don't need this. So we will just uncomment this, and we run and it is same. So another thing you will be thinking that this user model and user, it is quite long to write. So Codeigniter and other facility to give the nicknames to the model classes. So how we do it, model and the nickname for it, users. So if we now go and change it to nickname of the user model, so here we go, and we get the same result after refresh. So now let's move to our example, which we were doing here, and get all the users in the database and print them out here using the query builder. So let's get started. First of all, we come here in the user model. We were getting all these data here, so we will fetch the data from database here. So what we need to do first we need to do load database, and again Codeigniter provide us facility to auto load database library, so we don't need to do this again. So we are loading database here just to tell you guys. So we come to the auto load and libraries. Oh sorry, database we want to load library. So we come back to user model, and now we don't need this. So just to check, we go to user profile and load the profile one, so it works. So we already auto loaded the database, so we will just write the query. So how we write the query? Query is equal to select static from users just this, and result set is equal to this dot daily query and pass the query, and we have the users is equal to result set. And now we know that we have multiple users, so instead of using row we will use result. So now let's go to page and load it, and there will be errors, as I already know, because now we are sending object of users, not the array, so we need to change in the view. So what we will do here, we will say first name, last name, age, and we have one more in the database, and what gender. And let's view it. So here we go. Here we have the database table of users, Brad, Salman and Ariana, and we are getting this in the list of users from the database. So I hope you like this video. In next tutorial we will be exploring more about database and the query builder, and then we will move to the forms. So like the video, thumbs up. If you have any questions or issues, please tell me in the comments, and see you in another video.